So I got a text from my coach telling me to stay at home and lock in. No running outside, no casino trips, no shopping, just good old-fashioned gaming at home. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm just relaxing, playing some video games, locking in, and getting ready for the next match. We've been struggling to maintain a good run of form and be consistent. And that's exactly what we're gonna try to do now. We're gonna lock in, we're gonna play as a team, and we're gonna get to winning football matches. And we head into match week 8 of the Europa League, and we host Besiktas. And last time out against a Turkish team, we got absolutely rinsed against Fenerbahce. I'm talking 5-1, cooked, sauteed, all of that. And here we have Rashica passing to Svensson, and Svensson taking it down the right touchline. And Svensson still on the ball, crossing it in, but blocked by Vlap. And now Besiktas with a corner kick here. But they ain't no Arsenal, or are they? And Gabriel Paulista, the former Arsenal man, denied. And Kuipers passing it to Sadilek, and Sadilek finding Denis Karo. And Karo now on the ball, passing it to Kuipers. And Kuipers still on the ball. Beautiful pass to Karo, and Karo now taking it down the touchline, crossing it into Ratz, who has a power header saved by Mert. And Joao Mario passing it to Chiero Immobile. And Immobile with a brilliant pass, finding Joao Mario, who finds Rafa and has a shot, but Unerstal with a great save and punching it out for a corner. Great cross by Rafa. Bruns clearing it out to Karo, and Karo now on the ball in acres of space once he gets past the defender, if he can, but he is unable to. And Svensson with a brilliant stop, and I could have done better there. And you see me just applying defensive pressure, but the pressure is not good enough, and they're through, and Rafa puts it into the back of the net. And I immediately skipped that replay out of pure rage. We only watch Karo replays here. And Van Rooij passing it to Eiting, and Karo now on the ball. Karo still on the ball, brilliant ball roll. A brilliant touch past the defender, and Karo still on the ball. A left-footed shot, shoots the deflection, and into the back of the net it goes. And Denis Karo bringing his team level 1-1 just before halftime. And we are back in this match. A brilliant bit of skill, a great shot, and doing well to put the deflection into the back of the net. And we are back in this match, 1-1 in the 37th minute. And Kuipers passing it to Vlap, and Karo now, brilliant turn. Karo past one defender, past two defenders, and Karo past a third defender, past a fourth defender, and Karo's gonna have a shot, blocked by Mert. That piece of shit just denied me of goal of the century. And Vlap with a power header, but Gabriel Paulista with a goal line save. And Immobile on the ball, that big son of a bitch, passing it to Al Musrati. And this first half will end 1-1. And to begin the second half, we have Rafa passing it to Musrati. And Onana on the ball now, passing it to Gabriel Paulista, who finds Rafa. Rashica finding Rafa. Masuaku passing it to Joao Mario. Van Rooij with the stop. Masuaku finding Rafa once again. Rafa getting past Karo with a ball roll. And Rafa having a shot. And oh my, what a brilliant shot by Rafa. Credit where credit is due. He absolutely duppied me. Made me look like a fool. Got past me, got past the other defender, and put the ball into the back of the net, and we find ourselves down 2-1 in front of our home crowd in the last match of the league phase of the Europa League. But Denis Karo has something to say. On the ball still, finding Sadilek, and Karo calling for the ball, finding the ball, having a long shot, but blocked by Gabriel Paulista. Karo on the ball. Karo passing it to Sadilek, who passes it to Kuipers. And Karo now on the ball once again. And Karo passing it right to Udohaki. And Svensson passing it to Udohaki again. And Rafa on the ball, the dangerous player of the match. And Immobile, that big son of a bitch, having a shot. And Unerstal with a brilliant save. And we are struggling in this match. And Al Masrati with a header, but Unerstal with an easy save. And Sadilek unable to find Karo on the header. And Al Masrati just bullying Denis Karo. And Rafa's through on goal. And Rafa has a shot, but Unerstal with a save. And Svensson passing it to Muki. Al Masrati passing it to Immobile, who finds Rafa. And Rafa's through on goal. Rafa's still on the ball, having a shot, but Unerstal with a save. And this match will end 2-1 in favor of Besiktas. And with that loss, we find ourselves just barely qualifying for the UEFA Europa League playoff round. We are in 21st place, and we needed to be in 24th place. And heading into match week 21, we face off against NEC Nijmegen. And we will find out who our next opponent in the Europa League is very shortly. But first, we must get past NEC Nijmegen. And we have Kuipers passing it to Karo, and Karo passing it to Vlap. Karo on the ball, now having a shot, but Van Gossel with a save. And Proper passing it to Hodemakers. Hodemakers threading the ball through to Kolki. Kolki passing it back to Hodemakers, who has a shot blocked by Hilgers. And NEC Nijmegen winning themselves a corner here. And the swinging cross. And Nuyanik putting the ball into the back of the net. And we find ourselves down 1-0 in the 14th minute of the match. So while I'm talking about how we need to lock in and focus and get a good run of form going, we find ourselves down 1-0 in the first 15 minutes of this match. And Sadilek passing it to Aiting. Karo now on the ball. Karo on the ball. And a beautiful cut in, having a shot, but Van Gossel with another save. And I could have done better on that shot. But sometimes this game just seems like it's impossible to score in. And Shona on the ball now, cutting back. Passing it to Rober, who passes it to Koki, and Koki finding Hodemakers, who has a shot off of the post. And we just barely avoid going down 2-0. And Kato on the ball now, passing it to Sadilek, who finds Van Wolfswinkel. Van Wolfswinkel cutting back and passing it to Kato, and Kato now passing it to Vlap, and Vlap finding me. And I'm on the ball, and I'm still on the ball, and I'm gonna have a shot and put it into the back of the net. And we equalize just before the half ends. I've done very well here to stay on the ball and have a shot and bury it into the back of the net. And we find ourselves level in this match just before the half. And the first half ends 1-1. And Van Wolfswinkel getting us kicked off in the second half. Aiting on the ball, finding Kato, and Kato passing it to Rotz. Van Roy passing it to Van Wolfswinkel, who threads it through, but Kato unable to get to the ball. But Kato maintaining defensive pressure. And I cross it in, and Van Wolfswinkel unable to get his big-ass head on the end of that ball. Van Wolfswinkel's got all that height for no reason. And I'll tell you what, if Denis Karo was 6'4", he'd score a shit ton of goals, and he'd be one hell of a player like he already is. And Kato on the ball, passing it to Sadilek. And Stein passing it to Kato, and Kato now dribbling through and passing it to Van Roy. Van Roy back to Kato. Kato with a brilliant bit of skill. More skills by Karo, and a left-footed shot, but Van Gossel is there to make the save and ruin my day. And Karo with the interception now. Passing it to Vlop, and Vlop taking it down the touchline. Karo making a run, and Vlop cutting in, crossing it to Karo, who settles it, and Karo with a brilliant shot into the back of the net. Oh my, what a goal by Denis Karo here. And we managed to do very well for this goal. Vlop cutting in and crossing it. Denis Karo settling it with the knee, turning and having a shot and burying it into the back of the net. And FC20 up now, 2-1. And we find ourselves on the path to taking the full 3 points for this match. We just need to focus and maintain good defense. And Rover crossing it to Proper. And Karo with an interception, passing it to Coyolo. Coyolo passing it back to Karo, and Karo now on the ball. Losing the ball like an absolute prick. But passing it to Rots. Rots cutting in. And Karo now on the ball with a brilliant bit of skill. Another left-footed shot. And Van Gossel's there with the save. And FC20 with the corner. And Karo with the header. Ooh, and Karo almost scoring a header. And in the 89th minute, Rober is on the ball now. And Rober taking it down the touchline. And we need to focus on defense because this is bad news. And Rober with the cross. And Unerstal with a fantastic save. But they have themselves a corner. And with the last kick of the match, will they be able to score? And Karo playing some defense and making sure the cross is dealt with. And we take the full 3 points in this 2-1 victory. And with that victory and with those 3 points, we find ourselves in second place on 45 points. After 21 matches played, we have 12 wins, 9 draws, 0 losses. And we are just 3 points behind PSV, who sit at the top of the table on 48 points. And that is where we'll end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today's video. This has been Dennis from Clowning Wall Gaming. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Be sure to have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!